What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode of Sky Factory 3. And you're probably wondering, what am I standing behind? Well, at the moment, it's kind of this little bit of a tall structure that this is what we're actually going to be primarily working on in today's episode. And as you can see, it's a bit of a tower, actually. I need to do the windows on this side. I've been slowly working on this. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use the white block still for this, or if I'm going to change it into something else. But the idea is, I wanted to have the main building or something for our area, and I couldn't think of like a small, tiny building. But what it is that most of this is actually going to be for decoration, and the top bit is probably what we're going to use. So what I'm actually building is, I'm actually building a TV tower, pretty much. That's what I'm building at the moment, is this giant TV tower, pretty much. I'm kind of using the inspiration of the BT Internet or British Telecom tower in the United Kingdom in England, and it's something a bit similar. I'm kind of using that as my reference point, but it's not going to stay true to it. Also, it's just kind of what I'm roughly going to do. So this is the top level here, and then I need to do a bit of detail going up into kind of a bit of a point. Then it's going to spread back out into another shape, and then there's going to be some like dishes on the side and all that sort of stuff. So that's that. And as well as that, I've added a few things around here. So you notice the squares in the center are gone. We've got these white squares here. Well, these squares are elevator blocks. They're actually quite cheap to make. It's just wool, so just white wool or whatever color you want, and you just shift down on it, and it has an ender pearl in the center, and that's how we actually make our way down everything. So you either shift to go down, or you jump to go up. So we have a way of getting in here. So now I've made it so you don't need a jetpack to get everywhere, which is really, really good. As well as that, this stuff is all still deactivated for the moment, but ooh, as you can hear, it is working at the moment. So it's working at a good rate. It's on and off though, I've noticed. When I first made it, I moved everything, so you guys didn't get to see the end product of this, but it works, but it doesn't make do it as fast. Oh, something spawned up here. Hi. I didn't think something could spawn up here. I thought I made it very clear that it can't, so maybe it's just in these corners here. I'll add a light source in these corners or so, and I'll add it here, here, and here, just in case. But yeah, it works on and off. When I first installed it and made it, it worked really, really quickly. When I first was in here, then when I logged off and came back on later on, it doesn't spawn as fast, and cursed land is supposed to spawn really quickly. I think it might be something to do with the distance I have to be away from the land. I thought that wasn't affected by I thought the cursed land wasn't affected by that. So what I might do is I might add another layer of this down lower, and more fans in that later on, just to increase the efficiency of this map. And really, like, we can have it really low down and they're just all getting pushed. Also, it doesn't really kill spiders that great. It does kill them, but they're a bit funny with it. So it doesn't kill them when I'm in the area. If I'm close to it, they'll lock onto me. But as you can see, we've got all this XP, which is absolutely great. Never probably going to use any of it, but you know, it's all for looks. And then obviously I have a way of getting up here, which is just right above this, and then I have another way of getting, so if I go up again here, we have another way of getting right at the top here, and same as here, like these ones are here, which allows us to get back down next to this, which allows us to get down over here. So I've added all these elevators and everything that allows us to quickly get around everywhere, but we're getting a lot of stuff really, really quickly. I've been working on the inferium sort of stuff, so if we go, I think it's there we go. So I've been working on getting this stuff sorted, so I'm getting quite a lot of this essences now. I'm spending a lot of time converting this inferium essence into further tiers of that to get to the superium essence, and now I'm slowly trying to get good ingots for each one. So I want to turn all these into this one, and then I will turn all them into, I think it goes this one, and then this one, and then that one, or whatever. So it's a bit of a process, but yeah, it'll take time. It'll take time, but I'm not too much in a rush on that. We've got a red dot out of here, so that's probably something that spawned. Oh, hi. Shit. Okay. Where did you see me from? Oh, no, you saw me from over there. That makes sense. Okay, they're spawned on here. I was about to say, because if you've, if he saw me all the way from the top, that's a pretty good locking on. But anyway, I'm going to continue building this, and we're missing a block there. I know. I've heard lightning a few times, so I reckon there's been a bit of fire spread going on. That's okay. But yeah, I'm going to go away for a little bit. I'm going to continue building this, and I'll come back to you guys pretty much when this is done. More crap spawning on there. Great. But yeah, I will see you guys in a quick second, so catch you guys in a bit. Okie dokie, guys. Welcome back to the, well, to Sky Factory. I was going to say the Jason Offensive. Well, technically it kind of is, but, you know, you guys know what I mean. So, it has been quite a little while since that first little video that I recorded for you guys. So, I am sorry that it's taken such a little while for me to get this going. Although, for you guys, it's pretty much up to date. I think as I'm recording this, I've got about 2 days to release it, so it's pretty much up to date now with Sky Factory, which I'm pretty happy with actually. But yeah, been working hard, going like crazy trying to get this all done, and I'm pretty happy with how that building actually turned out to be. Only one on the server at the moment. I've been the only one for a little while. I think inactivity's kind of been a bit of a thing on the server. I think I'm one of the only ones still playing on here. I think a few people pop on now and then, but yeah, like you know how it is. So let's get up there, shall we? So, this is kind of where we left off last time. You saw this sort of area. I might actually change this laboratory block to quartz block eventually, because I've used quartz further up. So as you can see, we've got our roof in here and everything, but it's the outside that is the time to shine and show it. So when you look at the map, you can kind of see it looks like a bit of a funky building, and when we slowly start looking up, you start to see how funky this building actually is. So let's get a bit of a distance away and I'll show it to you guys. So it's a mammoth. It is a big build compared to, like, when you think about it, this white section that I left off with you guys was almost the size of these cooling towers, and then all of a sudden I have gone and built this mammoth of a tower. So this is going to be our control center. This is our hub of our base. I want to move a few things that are downstairs in here. We're going to set up an elevator. I think that will link us somewhere at this level. I'm not sure where I'm going to have it just yet, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the build. It's taken a while to build. I originally wanted to have iron fences along here, but I ended up using this black quartz wall. Actually, it actually kind of looked quite nice. But yeah, no, this build has taken a little while. It took a few hours. It actually didn't take long. Yesterday I sat down and I pretty much built it all when I had the time. I was just flying in and out of doing a whole bunch of other things, but I still need to put some of these dishes on the side. That's where you got these black ones. So I didn't want to have everyone to have one. They kind of don't have them in the real building. Like, if anyone actually recognizes the building, it would be pretty cool. But it's supposed to be the BT Internet Tower, so the British Telecom Communication Tower. That is in London, so that's I think it's London that is located. So that's kind of like what the inspiration has been taken off. So as you can see, like, the bottom doesn't look as good as the top, but that's because the top more lit up. So if I add more lights, it'll probably look better. But as you can see, there's a bit of a difference in between the color of the white. So it's because I needed to use stairs and slabs, and you can't do that with these blocks, unfortunately, these chisel blocks. So I might eventually change this bottom layer with all the laboratory blocks to be quartz instead. So we'll just see how we go. It's not something I'm going to rush into. All this windows and everything, I'm actually going to pretty much cover up. So on the inside, we're going to have a small room here. And we'll just have, like, I don't know, maybe like 2 levels of it where it's nice to have a bit of like a ceiling or something. And then the rest of it, I'm going to put pretty much what I used on up here, or maybe black quartz blocks. This is basalt that I use. It's very dark blocks, so it kind of makes it look like it's full. I don't want to be able to see it all through and make it look like it's empty. So that's something that I'll probably do off camera. But yeah, like, I'm really, really happy with the way this turned out. It looks good. So yeah, the plan is that somewhere in that white bit, we're gonna add all this stuff. So our control blocks and where we store everything, that's where our storage is going to be. And all we're going to have to do is just jump once on the upper levels elevator block and we'll be right there. So that's how I've kind of seen how I'm going to do it. So yeah, that's really it. There's nothing much more to talk about for this episode because there hasn't been much that I've actually achieved. I've done a few things here and there, but you know, I would love it when you actually go up there. There's just tons and tons of these storage things, and I could just leave like that running, and we just have a whole bunch of items. But you know, it's actually very expensive to build these disk drives. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably move them up there and set that up maybe next episode, or I might do it off camera. I'm not entirely sure. Kind of decide what next episode's gonna be about, because I don't really know what we're gonna do. So I need to kind of have a little think about that and stuff. Maybe we mess with a new mod pack. There's a few mod packs that we should probably look into. I think. Wait, what was it? If I go gunpowder, it's some of these mods. So you got all like the alchemy mods and all that sort of stuff. We really should look into like some of this blood magic and see, you know, what is this stuff. So, you know, we could make some sort of like mad scientist building, because I think I don't use these farms anymore. These farms are completely redundant. I've got enough food to survive. I got plenty of stuff. Like if I go in here again and if I check for seeds, you know, I got 2,500 of the of those seeds. I feel like that's enough. So I wouldn't mind getting into some of the chicken breeding and the chicken coops, but yeah, so I don't know what's really going to happen with this side. I feel like we might be tearing this up eventually, because everything's kind of going that sort of factory, futuristic sort of look. This was a good temporary setup, I guess, but it's a shame that we kind of spent an episode building it all, because it might be redundant. I really want to get like an automatic cow breeder and cooker, but that's something I would like to build towards. But yeah, but all that stuff could be like hidden down below here where you can't be seen and all that sort of stuff, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. So I hope you like the build. I know I'm pretty happy with it. It looks kind of interesting. I've never really built skyscrapers or like tall buildings in Minecraft before, and yeah, I'm quite happy with actually how it turned out. So yeah. I'll be back again hopefully next week with a new episode for you guys. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing yet, but I will hopefully figure it out by then. So as usual, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an awesome day. Hope you all enjoyed the episode, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So see you later, guys.